So I served in Chiapas, Mexico. Of course, as Mexico, so Spanish is the dominant language. There is Tzotzil and Central, like in the mountains and like little villages. And so as for the languages of those, the culture is very different, and depending on where you are in the state. For example, the city is very compared to the state, it's busy. It's good quality of life in the city. Everybody's really at least relaxed from what I saw. Everybody's really happy, really simple way of living. But if you go farther away from the city, you can even see a lot of indigenous people with their dress, beautiful culture. There was also a little part of Oaxaca, which is the state border right next to Chiapas in my mission, and completely different culture. Everybody, I guess, for at least what I saw in my mission, everybody's very willing to help you, have it be members of the church or not. Everybody's super accepting. I remember tracting would just be, I love tracting, and it's just like knocking doors. Just because everybody's so willing to talk to you, maybe not join the church or buy whatever you're selling, but they're just so willing to listen and so loving and kind. And if we wanted like to go in a house, we would just have to like basically knock and ask for like a drink or ask to use the restroom, and they would never say no. They would just be really kind and generous to us. So as for the culture, I would say that is the main characteristic of where I served. Okay, housing in Chiapas. Extremely cheap. There's something called pipas. So it's kind of like running water. So you have this big tank, and I think once or twice a week. It's very sketchy. Sometimes they don't do, like the county doesn't do a great job to like keep its schedule. But once or twice a week, you'll get water into your tank and tanque, and just know that when that's all the way down, you're going to be done out of water. But it's usually pretty big, unless you take long showers or you have multiple companionships in your home, you won't run out of water. Hopefully not. But the few instances that I did run out of water, it was miserable. Literally, like one time I was taking a shower and the water just stopped, and I was covered in soap. So I just like wrapped a towel, and my companions and I were literally just scooping, because there's like this little bit of water left at the bottom of the tank, and we're just scooping it from the bottom and finishing our shower. So just know that will happen sometimes. And no, if there's something I miss a ton of stuff about my mission, there's something I will never miss, which is cold showers. You can buy stuff to like heat up like buckets of water, so don't freak out too much. But of course that requires more time and effort, so sometimes you'll just have to like dive into the shower, and it's cold. Strategy. This is what I learned. If you like jog in place as you're showering, that helps you not freeze. Sometimes I felt like my hair was literally freezing, but that's like more in the cold areas like Comitán or San Cristobal. But just know that like if you do have to take a cold shower, you run out of gas, because you have to buy gas to heat up your water. If you just run out of gas, which we did, just know jogging in place as you shower helps. That might be the best advice of this whole thing, actually. One time, our tank, so you have like a little tank on the top of your house too. I forgot what they're called, actually. They have like a name. Anyways, we started getting like little worms, so little like things in our water. That's gross. And we like showered and like used this water to like heat food and other stuff. So that was really gross. So literally what we had to do is go in and like scrub it out. They also go around and like give you like little bags of like, it's just basically to kill them. So just when that happens, take them and just put them, because if not, you're going to regret it, because it took a lot of work, and actually I don't know if I ever fixed it. So, so just be aware that that happens. Follow like proper procedures, like the town sets, cleaning procedures, because that's gonna help. Crazy foods. Chiapas is a beautiful place, but something better than its sceneries is its foods. Suggestions. Pozol. Pozol is this really cool beverage, which is like it has like wheat, it has like corn, and some people put sugar in it, and it's dark or white. So it's either like black or more brownish and or white. My suggestion, go for the brown one, the dark brown one. Even though it looks less appealing, it's really delicious. And give it a chance. I remember the first time I tried it, I was in Chahuites, Oaxaca, and I was actually in a trio, and they're like, hey, you're gonna love this. And I tried it, and I was like, yeah, it's delicious. But deep down, I was like, this is disgusting. So, but at the end of my mission, I can say that the belly I had was because of all the pozol I drank. So give it a chance. It's actually delicious. Maybe first time you won't like it, but second time will be better. And by the time you leave, you're gonna be sneaking into your luggage and trying to take it with you past the aduana and all that. So that's my suggestion. Be open to the foods. There's also nuku, which is like little ants, and they just like put like chili on it and like salt. It's kind of weird, but it's really delicious. Just tastes like beef jerky. Just go ahead and eat it if you're offered. Just think it's beef jerky because that's what it tastes like. So don't be too worried. There's also tascalate. Tascalate is delicious. So one of the saddest experiences of my mission was when my luggage was too heavy and I had to leave like 2 pounds of tascalate. So I had a pretty good mission if that's one of the saddest experiences. So be open to the tascalate, and whenever you can, send a package home and just ask them like hold it for you. But I doubt they will. They'll probably drink it. But yeah, be ready. And actually, I had the privilege of going back to my mission, and that was the one thing we had to have: tascalate and pozol. And yeah, you can get it anywhere. Also, there's just many little things. If you ever served in Oaxaca, Chahuites zone, tlayudas are delicious. So this is big. I don't want like arms to be like, no, that's not it. So it's like this quesadilla type thing with like a really stiff tortilla and just like meat, cheese, everything you can imagine. But it's the only place you can get a good one, at least from my experience. So I would suggest taking advantage of being in that really hot area of the mission and just eating all the food you can eat. Don't this whole like idea that we have to stay fit. I think we have to stay fit enough to walk long distances, but you know, like you'll lose it when you get home. So just gain all the weight you want. I remember in planning sessions, I would always I had this like pouch belly, and I've never had a belly because I've always like been a runner, been a soccer player. So I was just amazed by what my body had just like become. So I would also like play with it, just like grab it during planning sessions, and my companions would be super disturbed. But it just comes with it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy every mission, every moment of the mission, and just be able to let go of those rock hard abs and just dive into the food. It's delicious, and I miss it actually.